Welcome one. Welcome all. Today is Thirsty Thursdays. Q Stream Vibes.
You're with myself and Shawnee.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is up?
Thirsty Thursdays. Where's your drink, mother?
And there he is, Mr. Petey the Gigster on another gig.
Is it too noisy?
No, it's perfect. Where are you? But dang.
I'm down at the Ross.
At the pier.
So you can see over here. That's where they have. It's only going to be a small gig. About 70 people tonight.
Is it inside Ross? Or at the front of Ross?
I don't know. I've never been to Ross.
I think it's at yeah. So it's probably at the front of Ross at the space that's available.
It's a refreshing drink. Got a little setup here.
Very nice.
That looks real nice, Petey.
You can have a little festival here. You know what I'm saying? Like a festival, city style.
Where are you at the moment?
Buck down. District 1, Matty, in front of the roundabout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's to the Renaissance Riverside, yeah. In which, still works as a Japanese lady. She runs the Renaissance. We're going to come through this before COVID. To come in and try the buffet review. And in the
Get choppy, mate. Getting choppy. Sorry, your reception is terrible. Your reception is terrible, Petey.
I'm gonna jump off for a sec.
Yeah.
For
sure. Yeah.
It looks like Matthias is in the jungle again, huh? Matthias has found his way back into the Viet Cong jungle.
And you have a good looking background there, Sean.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah. You found a new corner in the house?
Yeah, I thought I'd change it a little bit today.
And you get the lighting as well. Look at you. Half face lighting.
Two-face. How's it going today?
Good, man. Thirsty Thursday. Quite thirsty today. Getting closer to the weekend. So looking forward to that. We have a Christmas party on the weekend, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Nice. Where are you guys? Is it like at a house or is it at a function? Or
yeah, it's just going to be at a house. Last week was at my friend's penthouse. I don't know if you saw my photo on Instagram.
I did.
Yep. So that was at a penthouse. And then we're doing another one this weekend with a different bunch of friends
nice.
at a villa. that we've rented out. So
Ooh.
it's going to be nice and fun, a bit of exchange gifts, Secret Santa styles, but the dirty version where people can steal your gift
Oh, I like
before
that.
you.
That's the best one when you
Yeah,
get. That's so fun because it's like I want that gift. It's like steals.
exactly. Like, but a lot of the Secret Santa, like the dirty ones, you can do multiple steals. But for us, what we're doing is only a single steal, so you have to choose
Uh,
wisely.
yeah,
You
so
got to
because
choose
usually you can do
wisely.
a few different steals, but
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. The one we've had before, we did multiple, and then people just kept stealing the whole way through because you know what I mean. Because when you open it, then you go, "Oh, I want that one."
Yeah, you're
Um,
like I know how to get it.
yeah. So this one, we're gonna make it that you can only there's only one chance to steal, and if you've stolen already, you can't steal anymore.
That's good. That's a good one.
A
That's
little
a
bit,
good way.
a little bit of a trick. What about you? Any Christmas parties that you're gonna attend to anytime soon?
I was invited to a school party on Monday.
Mm,
It's at like the Vin Hotel here. So
mm.
I'm gonna check that out. I think it's Monday at like 7 or something, 6 p.m. So I'll check that out on Monday here. But other than that, sadly, no.
Awesome. And Matty, where are you today?
Yo, I am at a motorbike workshop at the moment, so I'm going to be like stopping in and out, sort of checking on these dudes and see what they're doing. I'm just getting the two sprockets and the chain changed on my bike currently. So yeah, basically the back of the bike is like pulled apart at the moment.
Make
Yeah,
sure they're
the
real.
one of the well, yeah, I've already checked. So I'm actually buying the components off an Australian guy named Laurie in Dalat. So
Mm.
he's pretty legit. He's got his own workshop, a really nice workshop that has a cafe attached to it, actually.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he stuck the two sprockets on a bus coming down, and then the chain comes from a sealed packet. It's like an RK chain. It's not
Beautiful.
a cheap exercise changing the chain and sprockets on the
The
bike.
chain, man, no. You would think it's pretty simple, where it's like loosen a bolt, snap off, and then change, and
Nah,
then
Like a
put back
regular
on. No,
bicycle.
no,
nah.
no, no.
So I was just watching the dude. He basically had to like Dremel, like grind off one of the links just now on the bike to be able to get the old chain off. And
shit.
so he ripped it off, and man, like one of the sprockets had like the tip of the tooth like snapped off. Like man,
Yeah.
yeah, really needed it. So yeah, should be hopefully a bit nicer to ride after this.
Yeah, just make sure from experience of having the same bike that
Yeah.
your tension is just right. Just
Yeah, it's got the
just double
tension
check
marked
on that. Yeah.
on the arm. It's got to be like it's a very tight tolerance. It's like 31 to 38 millimeters, and that's it. It has to be within those
Yeah,
parameters.
exactly.
So,
Because I had
Used to
mine
have to do
changed.
that.
Yeah, I had mine changed the same thing, and I had to change my chain, and um, I had to experience it firsthand where the tension wasn't exactly where it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you could just feel the difference. You were like, why is it like jolty every time you're riding? So,
yeah, it was like that before I came in to the shop, like kind of like almost like slapping around kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
slapping
not,
it.
not great. Slapping around.
Yeah. So you couldn't fang it.
No, definitely no fanging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go and check on these dudes. I'll be back like
Yeah, for sure. Go for it. Just jump out. Sean Gonzalez is still in high form. Yes, he is.
Yes. Still currently in High Farm, living the High Farm life.
The high form life. Exactly.
it's,
Exactly.
It's quite cool. Very cool weather.
Well, it's not too bad here, actually. The weather's not too bad. It's not hot. It's sunny. It's nice and sunny, but it's not like,
Not
the
like-
typical Saigon weather where it's like you go outside and you break a sweat. It's
Yeah.
nice and cool, especially when you're on the motorbike. And then towards later in the evening, it
really
starts
nice.
it starts to get nice. So it's nice to go outside for a ride and, just
Ooh.
chill out or maybe just sit outside.
Yeah, no. When it gets to the evening, it's like you better like you have a nice jacket and like socks. You want like thick socks and like maybe like some thick pants because it gets fucking chilly. Which is weird. I've never felt this for so long in Vietnam.
I love that weather though. That's why I like going to Dalat or to like Sapa.
Yeah,
and get
I
that
love
nice
having
cool
like a
breeze.
hoodie on or jacket, usually or like long sleeve. I wear a long sleeve in Saigon, but hoodies all the time. It's like comfy.
Yeah.
Chill.
We like that comfy look.
Yeah.
But
it
how
feels
long?
good.
Is it cold there like during like this whole time, or is it just because it's
This is
end of
just like
year?
this is like the winter time, and then she said that it gets you bike from. But say yes, one day I will ride a bike. One day. And then oh yeah, it gets really hot here too, she said. So like there's like a beach town not far from here, and during the summer I guess a lot of people go to it. What's it, den some ah fuck, I forget the
Something.
name.
I believe you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to
Question from Wise Pass: what will you guys do for Christmas? Well, we started our Christmas parties last weekend, and it's going to continue on throughout until Christmas Day. So basically, every weekend there's a party, and there's only one weekend left before Christmas. So
this
you
is
got
the
this
last
weekend, yeah, you got this weekend, and then the following weekend is Christmas weekend. So yeah, we'll just be pretty much partying with friends, different groups of friends, going to different parties, and a lot of eating, I guess.
tons of eating, I bet.
Mm.
Oh man.
Sean, are you guys going to be celebrating any like Christmas over there? I know it's not like highly desired over there, but maybe just like
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
know.
getaway or.
I'm not sure. I would. There's Catbaugh Island over here, and I was looking at
Mm.
the M Gallery Hotel, and now it's like,
Ooh,
yeah, and they're like the deals right now are like ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
yeah, I was checking it out, and usually it says like rooms are priced at like 8 to 9 million a night,
yeah,
and like, and then I checked, and they're like 2 million, like, and it's like a 70% discount, and I'm like,
yeah.
she.
Yeah, well, I checked. We were gonna do that. Myself and Tao was gonna do that like last month. Oh no,
Yeah.
earlier this month, and I went to check out M Gallery, just for a little staycation, and it was like 8 mil, and I was like, come on, man, we could fly to Fukuoka to Da Nang for 8 million.
That's what I mean. I was like, I when I looked at the regular price, I was like it goes from like 8 to 12, and I was like,
Mm,
12, like for one night, like why would
yeah,
you
that's
could
what I
get
was
a
saying. I'm
better
like,
spot for cheaper and spend it on better things, like
who are you guys trying to kid? It's pandemic time, and we just opened up. The first thing you would want to do is just
it's hike the
offer up
price
your
up. Yeah.
offer up your rooms for 1 million and get a full full
Get
occupancy
everyone in
for
there,
as
and
cheap
then
as
like,
possible.
yeah, let them buy the
Start getting
food,
your
and then
revenue, and then start marketing. Hey, we're fully booked. But no, 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 no. Let's charge
yeah,
everyone 7 million, and then deter people
get them
from booking, and then staying empty while we should be, trying to
full.
get business. I don't know who
Yeah,
does the I don't
it's
know who
not
does their
smart.
marketing.
Definitely not smart marketing. It's when there's no tourists coming in, everyone knows profits are down for lots of people due to the pandemic, and
Yeah,
you want to keep prices that high. No one's
you
coming.
know what? This is what I think. If I ran a hotel, I would be thinking to myself, okay, what's the cost to run a hotel each day? Let's just say a room,
Hmm.
okay, including staff, including meals, whatever it is for booking, and then just add a little bit of profit on top, just to start off with.
Just just a little bit.
Just to start off with. That's just my thought theory. And having gone to business school, I think that's what I would do. I would be like, get a little bit of profit instead of going, yeah, 8 million for a
Instead
couple
of losing, yeah,
staycation. And by the way, you got to pay for your own breakfast.
yeah, and like, and how weird is it going to be like being at like a ghost hotel? Like it's like you're the only person and like all the staff.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
Probably not.
Imagine going to breakfast, which you had to pay for 1 million on top of your 7 million, and then it's only you and your girlfriend, or you and your wife, and you're
Yeah, and then
like,
there's this buffet or something, and it's like, where's all this food going? Like,
exactly, exactly. But there are some smart places out there that have been offering 50% off or 75% off just to get people in. That's what you should be doing, getting people in the door.
yeah, that's what every business right now I think needs and wants. So like, despite the discount, you're getting people in, you're getting consumers that are buying and paying for hospitality services, and it's good for business.
Exactly. And speaking of, opening up again, we have been speaking a lot about Vietnam borders opening, Sean, and
We have
this is
Thailand.
pretty good news for us Aussies. Myself, PD, and Matty I, that Australia has now opened their borders.
Oh, really? So now they're not worried about Omicron.
They yeah, they're still worried about it, but they were supposed to open earlier this month about letting the student visas and the foreign skilled workers in, but then they canceled that for 2 weeks because of the news of the new Omicron worries. But now, December 15th, Australia reopens borders to non-citizens despite the worries of so there's a lot of students that were stuck, that couldn't come back with families. There was a lot of skilled workers that was also stuck outside. But today, Australia reopened borders to vaccinated skilled migrants and foreign students, and
That's
it was
really good.
after nearly 2
No,
years of
no,
yeah.
no quarantine.
No more quarantine. Straight out, as long as you're tested negative 72 hours before your flight, 48 hours, whatever it was, 2 or 3 days, and you're double jabbed. No quarantine for you. You can just come out, see your family, see your loved ones, your friends, and be welcomed in Australia.
Fuck
About
yeah.
time. Especially, I mean, Australia relies on making money, and bringing in talent from overseas. Given that our population is like high 20 millions, it's
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
not sufficient to be like a first world like developed economy, to be able to compete with some of the larger ones. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And it says right here, Matty, just from your point, it's a bid to boost an economy hit by stop-start COVID-19 lockdowns. It's exactly the same as Vietnam. Eventually we're going to need to open, and we can't do the 7-day 14-day quarantine anymore because our economy can't take it without any tourists, especially Vietnam. It's such a
and it's not a viable option when you consider how much hotels cost in Australia, right? So if you're going to do the 14 days quarantine, but it's going to cost you $30 a night, that's a little different to ending up costing you $3,000 or $3,500 in total.
Yeah. Exactly. And here as well, like I've had a lot of friends that's come in or that's come back from either the US or Europe, and a lot of them are all averaging over $1,000 spending just for quarantine, the hotel
Yeah.
over the last 7 days. So who's coming in for holidays and then having to bank $1,000 for just your quarantine, and
People
also
don't have that much time for holiday too.
more
Also that,
importantly, set the 7 days that you got to add on top. So it's not easy. And with Australia reopening, I think this is which is kind of weird, because when Australia locked down and closed, we were so like adamant of not letting anyone in, and we were very strict as far as no one's coming in. Even for us, like citizens, it was difficult for us to come back in. It wasn't like as easy as, oh yeah, you're Australian, you got a passport, come in, like come home. Nah. At the
that would
beginning
have been
it
nice.
was, yeah. At the beginning it was, but then towards the end it was really difficult. And then coming from Vietnam, also there was no flights home. And you can see here as one of the comments, I just met my mum for the first time in 4 years. I'm so happy and thankful borders have opened. Imagine that. Like I can sort of feel that, because I haven't seen my parents for like 2 years now, since the last time I went back home. Yeah, it's difficult, but now it's good news that Australia have decided to open up, slowly but surely. Vietnam, I think.
Yeah, I saw
will
Vietnam's
follow
only at
suit.
7 days now, which is
Yep,
great.
correct.
But
Yeah, but still, it's not cheap.
7 days in
7 days in a
still.
hotel, and most of the hotels here are all pretty much like $800 to $1,000, because they're like $100 a night. So
Yeah.
it's still getting pretty pricey.
I managed to get a pretty good deal on my hotel when I came back, but I think it still ended up being something like 2,000 Australian, so that's about like 1,500 US.
Yeah.
But that was for 3 weeks, so I actually had
That
to
was
spend
3
21
weeks, yeah.
days in 22 days in hotel quarantine. That was pretty rough. But,
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is rough.
I spent 14, and I think that was about 1,300 US. So
Mm.
that was decent. But yeah, 3 weeks. Geez, Matthias, you're a beast.
Yeah.
2 was enough. 2, I was fucking ready to go. I'll jump.
Yeah. Wisepass says hopefully Australia gets everyone vaccinated and open fully with no quarantine. Yeah, Australia doesn't have a quarantine required because our vaccination rate is very high. I think we were up to like 95% from what I read, as far as our vaccination rate. So I think they've even been pushing the booster shot in Australia quite heavily. So I think that's why our government have decided, hey, welcome, as long as you're double jabbed from another country,
You can come in, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
it seems
exactly.
It seems that like people are aware of the Omicron, and it seems to be going everywhere at the moment. But yeah, if you're double jabbed, I mean, of course you might still get it, but it's going to help. So like, we just got to realize it's here for the long run, not the short run.
Exactly. Weispass says, at this stage, if we start to get a third shot, it seems the antibodies are off the charts, so we won't have to worry about any variant anymore. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I think there's always another one.
It's difficult to say because there's countries that's doing the fourth shot already, and I know personally people that's had double boosters. So
it still got it.
I don't know. Yeah. So I know someone that's got a booster shot, super clean, that doesn't barely go out and just really got it. So I don't know, man. It hits different people. It hits different people. You just don't know, because I know someone that's got no vaccine that got it. I know someone that's got a single one that's got it, double that's got it, and also a booster that's got it. So every level, every form. It feels. I think the only difference that I see is the severity of the symptoms, and obviously that's
like
the main
your sickness
point.
Is just not as severe.
Exactly, and obviously that's the main point of the shot, right? Is to minimize the chances of you catching it, and also to minimize the symptoms that you have. So a friend of mine who has a double shot with a booster, who recently got it this month, he lost his sense of taste and smell for a couple of days, and he was achy. Yeah, he got body aches. He got body aches, and that's about it. He was fine after a couple of days. So yeah.
So it's definitely going to help it.
Exactly. So, well, how's the nightlife in Ho Chi Minh City? Nightlife is back. It's been back since we opened. It hasn't slowed down. It's been it's a different atmosphere, different vibe, because everyone still has sort of that mentality of the fear, I guess. Everyone still has that little bit of fear of not wanting to catch anything, and we don't know how well it's screened with the clubs. Whether you're just showing green passes, you're not really. Anyone could have a green pass, right? It's not really.
It's not really and show it, right?
It's not really checked that thoroughly. So, but as far as the nightlife, it's back. It's in action. Everyone's outside. It's booming, and I know that this Christmas weekend is going to be amazing. The New Year's Eve weekend is going to be amazing. Parties are going to be good. As far as more gigs for me, no. I mean, there's definitely gigs for me available, but it's whether I've been playing or not. I haven't played since Halloween, and that's because it's my choice. I haven't really been sticking to my craft. NFT game has been taking my my time.
I was gonna say you're an NFT king now. That's what it is. That's what I was gonna say. DJ NFT king. It's what it should be.
Paddy.
Yeah.
When Lambo?
I know, right? When private jet. waiting for this nice one to come up right before Christmas, which I told Maddie about, and let's see how many I can get, and hopefully Sean. Let me see.
I'm ready for some more action, bro.
Oh yeah.
And if I can get this, guys, it's good. It's good money for all of us. So I'm trying to get as many as possible. So
I'm ready. I'm ready for more action.
Use the new year.
Yeah, it'll be good. Even if I can get you guys to flip it for half to 1 ETH, it'll be a nice gain for everyone.
I'm in.
Yeah.
This sounds
I mean,
great.
you'll probably spend anything from $200, $300, $400, $500, and it'll probably go up to about 1 ETH to maybe 1.5 ETH. So about 4 to
I'm in.
6K in like a day. So it'll be good.
Not
in.
bad. .jpg.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Let's-
Not bad.
Let's do
at
this.
all.
I'm in. I'm fully in.
Exactly. Blanchies is back and
Blanchie.
open now. Maybe you should let people let the people in the club if they have right. Can't come in unless you have an NFT.
This is an NFT only.
Unless they
party.
have your NFT.
Exactly. I wonder what it would be though. Time for some thoughts. Well, speaking of NFT, guys, before we go into a break, I just want to cover this real quick with you. Remember when I said that Adidas bought into
the
the NFT world, the metaverse?
Oh,
Well, now Nike has bought into it the following week, which was last week, and now Jordan Brand has followed suit.
Oh, it's a
So-
trending item.
It is. We were talking about this with big companies jumping into NFTs and the Web3 development, and now Michael Jordan and his son has jumped on board to create an NFT blockchain to be able to link the fans to their favorite superstars. So Michael Jordan jumps into Web3 via Solana, though, not Ethereum, Solana, which is an app for athletes. So the NBA legend and son Jeffrey Jordan are launching Air, a fan engagement platform built on the Solana blockchain. Interesting times. They've raised $10 million in seed funding, which is pretty big money to be put into this blockchain, guys.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's everyone's adapting and everyone's
Catching
incorporating it into their business. And Nike, like I said yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, just recently acquired an NFT project. And Maddie, you would like this.
Mm.
So their NFT was selling, it was minting, right? And it was minting for, I think, like, I don't know, like $500.
Mm.
And right before the mint, Nike announced that they acquired this project.
Mm.
And guess how much the NFT now sells for?
I mean, because they've given it an air of legitimacy, I assume it's probably a lot more, right?
10 ETH.
What?
Yes, each. 10 ETH each. So that's 40,000. So it went
Crazy.
from $500 to 40,000 when Nike said we have acquired this group that created this fashion NFT because so they're gonna use their NFT to showcase Nike fashion sportswear, and the people that held, not knowingly that they were holding something nice, went from a $400 NFT to $40,000.
Not even 10x, 100x.
Yes. And get this. So the guys that was holding the rare ones, right, that didn't sell, they had it, they held it. There's a guy that just sold one for just a little bit over $1 million. This was yesterday, and this is the crypto life.
What?
Insanity.
Yeah, this is the NFT life. What is minting? I'm getting so minting basically is when you get the opportunity to buy the NFT at cost price, and then you basically receive that NFT and you don't know what it looks like. It's very random. So you could get a common one or an uncommon or a super rare, and everyone has the same chances of getting a rare one for the same price. That's all before it's revealed. So once it's revealed, then everyone starts to set their price, whether if it's going to be $1,000
How do you know
or
which
whether it's
one's
going to be.
worth more though? How do you know what's rare? Does it tell you or?
Yeah, so basically you're going to have a chart where it shows you the properties of your NFT. So for example, if the NFT is me, and I'm wearing a San Jose Sharks hat, and maybe out of the 10,000 that was released, there's only 10 of them, right?
Okay.
That's wearing this hat. So that means
Yeah.
that's a super rare NFT, and people usually go and they gun for that one. They want that one. So yeah, so minting is basically good to get on, because what happens is you get to go on there. You get
And everyone
to
has
pay
like the same opportunity. It's not.
yeah,
It's
you
not
get to pay the cheapest price. You get to pay the cheapest price, and it's randomized. You don't know what you're getting yet, but it's not easy to get on the whitelist. Whitelist means you're guaranteed one, because there's two stages of release. So there's the whitelist, which is a set allocation for certain people like influencers, people
Crypto
that
head
are
or
celebrities, or people that
Yeah.
that's given by the team, consultants, and people that actually grind to get this specific role. And then after that, the whitelist is the public launch. The public launch is crazy, because whitelist, you get to have a certain amount which is locked in for you, and you get 24 hours to claim it, which is minting. So you get 24 hours to mint it, and then you can mint throughout the day, anytime you want. But the public is first come, first serve.
So you're in.
So
You're getting.
yeah, so let's say there's 5,000 left for the public. As soon as let's say we're gonna release it at 5 p.m. today for the public. Imagine you have thousands of people waiting to mint 5,000, and this is when you pay a lot in gas. A lot of people lose money in gas because people are setting higher limits. So imagine this is how it works. Imagine Sean orders McDonald's, right? And his delivery fee from Grab is 50K, right? So he presses OK. It's looking for a driver. And then Maddie comes along and says, I want the same meal, but I'm going to pay 100K for my delivery. So who's the driver going to pick?
The 100K.
The 100K. And that's how gas fee works in Ethereum, right? It's priority. So if you set your gas as higher, you're paying more gas. Therefore, you'll get through faster. Your transaction will get through faster. And that's why a lot of people that try to save money on gas, who are, trying to save as much as possible, sometimes they lose out. And when you lose out in that situation, your transaction cancels and you don't get that money back.
You lose the gas fee, huh?
Yeah, you lose your gas fee. So that's the good part of being in a whitelist, because you're guaranteed. You don't have to fight against the 5,000 people.
Interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So yeah, NFTs.
Come on,
is,
NFTs.
NFTs is amazing. Where do you go for minting? Coinbase, Binance, or crypto? No. So those are exchanges. Those are exchanges specifically for crypto. Minting is you go directly from a website that the project creates. So if Maddie creates a project, he has a specific website where you can go mint. But secondary sales is through OpenSea.io. That's like the eBay.
So after you get it, you could sell it on OpenSea.
Yeah, so that's like the eBay. That's the best listing place for Ethereum-based NFTs. But soon, Coinbase NFT will be releasing soon, and that's going to be the biggest rival for OpenSea, and it's going to be a lot of trouble for OpenSea, because OpenSea's been breaking a lot. They've been making money from royalties, so much.
They've been making bulk money.
Oh yeah, man.
And it's not decentralized. Actually, I was just reading about some guys who are looking at starting a decentralized NFT trading platform, I suppose. So, I mean, that's decentralization is the name of the game. So, I think a lot of people want that.
Yeah, exactly. There he is. Before you get back on board, Petey, let's cut to a quick break, and then we can catch up with you on that one.
It's beginning to look a lot like last Christmas. Simply having the most wonderful time. Let it snow, chestnuts roasting, jingle all the way. Santa baby, it's cold outside. Step into Christmas, all I want for Christmas is you. Feed if you're really there. Oh, holy night, baby, please come home. Silent night, God rest you merry gentlemen. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Up on the housetop, do you hear what I hear? Where are you, Christmas? Silver bells, Feliz Navidad. On the first day of Christmas, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Frosty the snowman, ra-ba-bum-bum. The best time of the year. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Qstream.
Yo,
Vibes.
heading back to get ready.
What time's your gig, man?
Sorry, I gotta be there at 6:30.
6:30. It's all right. You got some time to chill out a little bit before you go back. How long's the gig? How long do they require you to be there?
How's my sound? Is it choppy?
It's all right. It's all right for now.
Well, thank God I just told them, like, I just was brutally honest. I said, look, I told you guys from the start that, you know, I would prefer to just do as a secondary if you're going to run it as a main Vietnamese, and I would bounce off that, or I would just be English and just do my magic part. But the TV side said, no, we really want to do this. Let have a try. The agency that booked me, they just said, just come in anyway. I came in anyway, and I just thought, you know, whatever. And then they sort of saw for themselves, and they sort of gave me half the script in English. Sao anh? Oh, bé nhỏ hả?
Well, that's what happens when, you know.
Grab
what?
Grab taxi just tire. What?
Pop tire?
Yeah, so I did part of it in English, and they said, okay, actually, there's a better mood with you in English, and they got me to.
Well,
to do
that's
it.
what happens when they.
English.
That's what happens when they want you that bad, man.
Like, I even
They'll
told
do.
them, I'm happy to either give the gig. I wasn't gonna say give the gig up, but I'm happy to just do a lesser part and get a lesser pay.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's happened.
guys,
Pop tire in action.
See?
Sheesh.
Oh, muck.
Oh, pity.
Mom,
Well,
Mate, get a free ride.
you better start walking, cunt.
Start walking, mate.
damn it!
Start
What do I do?
walking.
Get a grab bike.
How do I
Just
end
tell
the
him
ride?
he has to end the
Ủa,
ride,
cái này
bro.
anh hủy hay sao em không được?
He's like, I'm not canceling. Like, fuck you.
Okay.
First-hand action.
Yeah, right.
Mate, they don't want me to do this gig.
I know, right?
That's what
Far
it's telling
out.
me.
The universe is telling you no,
It's a
PD.
sign. It's a fucking sign.
Exactly. Well, Maddie, what have you got on this weekend, bro? Anything special?
I've actually got an event happening tomorrow night, so basically tomorrow's going to be all work. I might go on a ride. So after my event happens, I might go on a ride. I got invited to. The Ducati guys are doing like a night ride, so I might sort of check that out, see how that goes. And then after that, I don't know. I don't really have any huge plans for Saturday, Sunday. Yeah,
Chilling.
we'll see what comes up. I'm gonna go for a swim at the pool. Definitely gonna have some
Yeah.
drinks. Yeah,
Part of the Duke Club.
Nice. Where's the ride to?
I don't know. It just says on the flyer. It just says night ride. Basically, meeting at Ducati Saigon in the evening, and then who knows where they're going to take people out. I mean, I would probably think somewhere where the roads are open enough to like have a little bit of fun on these bikes. So I would think maybe over the Fumi Bridge or something like that, because the Ducati Saigon is in District 7. So
Yeah. That's
I would
nice.
imagine.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That'd be fun. That'd be a nice ride. See some nice bikes. Have a good ride.
Yeah. It's a nice. It's a good time to ride too, especially in the evenings. It's nice and cool.
With the cool weather. With the
It is.
cool weather.
It's the very cool weather.
These boys are banging on the center bore of the bike. They're struggling to get out the tube. Basically, it's like the tube that holds the wheel, that holds the rear wheel. So yeah, that's if there's a bit of noise in the background, that's what it is. But they've been at it for like probably like a good half an hour. So
Fuck, it's some
All
work.
good. All
Yeah.
is good.
hopefully they don't
Shawnee,
break anything.
any good news from you on your side? Any funny news?
Okay, I'm so sorry for all viewers and all people, but I got something. I find it funny, and it's really fucked up. But
It's all right. Share. Let's have a
let
look.
me- and it's it was gonna be a good day, and these students were expecting to celebrate their last day of school before the winter holiday, and
Oh, it's an Aussie one too.
it really ended up being their last day of school.
Oh no.
This
Clearly
is
you
fucked up.
I just saw the title and clearly you're loving this. All right, here you go, Shawnee.
We had a school event, to celebrate the last days of school, and it was gonna be, before the winter break. But this party got a little out of hand.
Oh,
Looks
those
it.
poor fucks!
Jeez.
Imagine like that being the way that you die.
You're in the bouncy.
I mean, it's tragic. It's tragic because people died, right? But at the same time, it's like holy fuck! Like, I actually feel more sorry for the parents who then have to be like, oh, so
Yeah.
how did your kid die? In a freak bouncy castle accident?
So there's a bouncy castle, and then there were some in orbs. Like the
Yep.
plastic.
The round things where you run inside
Yeah.
like a mice.
And some
yeah.
of them
Zorb
got spun up
balls.
in-
Yeah. 5 children are dead and another 4 are critically injured after they fell 32 feet from a bouncy castle lifted into the air by wind at a school event in Australia. Holy shit.
It's so
Children at
fucked.
Hillcrest Primary School in Devonport on the north coast of Tasmania were celebrating the end of the school year when the tragedy occurred. Holy
It
crap.
really was the end of the school year.
It was 10 meters from a significant local. Man, that wind was strong, huh?
You're really strong.
And usually with these like jumping castles, they're usually bolted to the ground.
Or they're like nailed in, or like hammered
Yeah.
in with like. But
With the hooks.
I mean, if the wind, with the hooks, yeah. But if the wind is like so powerful, which it must have been, I wonder how big this castle was. But I couldn't even imagine you're jumping and then you're just fucking in the air, like.
Jumping castles in Australia is very very popular. Like I know a lot of like kids parties that they always get the jumping castles and put them in like the backyard.
Yeah, same in America too. Actually, my buddy that's one of his businesses. He just puts them up at people's houses and takes them down.
Geez, so even the Zorb balls, they
That's
flew
what I'm
as
saying.
well.
I couldn't even
Holy
imagine like
crap.
you're in the ball and then you're just. It's.
Oh, that's sad. That is.
I know
sad.
it's so fucked. I just couldn't picture, or I could just picture you're jumping and then you're flying in the air and like. It's gonna be.
Wait, I'm surprised. Like, even if you flew 10 meters up in the air, would you really die from that?
That's what I mean. I mean, they're younger, so like. I'm 30. So it's what 30 meters? It said.
I think it was only like 10 meters up. Yeah, 10. It was only 10 meters.
So that's
32
32 feet. That's not.
Feet.
I mean, I guess so.
That's not that high, dude. It's like double your ceiling, basically.
Yeah, and like
If you
I'm
live
thinking,
in an apartment, it's double your ceiling.
and maybe if like you had air still in the castle or the orb.
But then
like,
again,
maybe
these kids are in grade 6. They're 10 and 12 years old.
That's what I was saying. They're younger age, so like they're not so strong, or maybe they'd be more fragile. The
Man,
end
that
of
is
the
sad.
term. Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sad news.
Sorry, I was laughing. I found it.
Yeah, no,
sad but funny.
definitely, definitely condolences to the families. But
Yes,
like,
sorry, everyone.
just thinking about it, like even just reading the news article, it's like kids die from a jumping castle because it was blown up.
Like, how random is that, right? That's why I thought it was great news.
Super random. Super
Yeah,
random.
sad story. I'm sorry for the parents. I couldn't
Mm.
imagine my kids got to have their last day of school party, and it was really the last day of school party before
was.
Christmas too. Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's the sad part. Right before Christmas and when they ended their school year.
I know.
Not
right?
only the school year, it was more to the school year.
Sorry, kids.
Sean, you know how we always talk about, Vietnam and everything else
Yes.
that's linked to the country. Got to be careful, man.
Anti-state misinformation.
No Two
way.
people jailed for spreading anti-state misinformation.
Like, what did they say? Okay.
So 2 people were jailed Wednesday for spreading misinformation regarding a clash over military land at Hanoi's Dong Tam commune in 2020. So 2 guys were sentenced to 10 and 6 years in prison, respectively, for making, storing, and spreading information, materials, items for the purpose of the opposing state.
So for each side, they were like lying.
So it says that behaviors have caused confusion and worry among the people, threatening the integrity of the people's unity. So maybe they were telling the truth.
Sorry, I won't be able to hear you, man. I thought I'd just put it up for the visuals. Got on a grab bike instead.
It's all right.
I like it.
You gotta get home.
But
yeah.
like getting jailed for spreading information that probably was true, but they didn't want it out there.
Yeah, exactly. Maddie, have you seen this?
Yes, I have. Just a quick heads up. Just be careful about the comments that we make on.
That's exactly what I said.
Sorry if I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Sorry, government.
That's
People
how I
clearly shouldn't be spreading misinformation.
Yeah. No, we love Vietnam. No, we do though. We truly do.
We actually
do. We actually do.
I mean,
no reason for sarcasm there at all.
I would not be here 8 years if I didn't love the place.
Yep.
Right? We would
Same
not
for
be
me.
here during COVID
here.
if we didn't love the place.
No,
exactly.
Exactly. And Maddie would not be changing his chain
and sprocket
from his Ducati and his sprockets if he did not love Vietnam. Correct. Sean would not be in Hai Phong, out of all places, if he didn't love a Vietnamese. Not Vietnam, but a Vietnamese.
A Vietnamese. It's a full circle here, Vietnam. If you can see it, full circle.
Exactly. And Petey, get this. Petey would not do a gig in Vietnamese if he didn't love Vietnam.
Boom. I think
But
we got all the brownie points.
Yet he does. So if you're listening, whatever department of Vietnam,
we love you, and we love Vietnam.
We absolutely love you. We love Vietnam. Please give us a long-term visa.
Yes.
And that does not include jail.
Yes, and I'm not talking about jail. That's not a visa we're talking about. We're talking about real proper visa. Sean, I'll give you time to think of a joke for us today, bro. Because you need to improve from that one yesterday.
That I know. I need to improve from a lot of it.
Until you give us a good one, I'm gonna ask you to give us a joke. I'm giving you plenty of time. You got a couple of minutes on this one before the hour of power is done. So, Maddie, how much is the fixings costing you this time?
So the chain and the 2 sprockets and the labor itself is $6 million total, which is basically the same price as an entire scooter.
Ooh, Damn. Whew.
Yeah,
The price to
That's okay.
have a Ducati. That's the price.
it really needed it. It really needed it. Actually, I've got an interesting photo to share. I don't know if you want to chuck it up, but
Yeah,
here, take a gander at that. If you want to chuck it up, we can explain exactly what the problem is.
Sure thing.
Did that come through? Did you get it?
Where did you send it? Facebook.
Into the Facebook group chat.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves till I pull it up.
What's your plans for this weekend, Sean?
I just am doing some work. I'm trying to find an amazing joke. I just have some work. Actually, there might be a party tomorrow because one of the friends over here are moving to Cambodia or going to Cambodia for work. So
We should go and visit your mate as soon as we're able to, because I've been. It's been a long time since I've been to Cambo, and I've never had a good time there. But I'm keeping my my mind open. That I would love to check it out and hang with the homies.
You've never been to Cambodia?
Dude.
No, I've been to Cambo like once for a longer trip, and it was not. It was a motorbike trip, and we traveled around Tonle Sap, the big lake in the middle. But unfortunately, that was completely the wrong route. We clearly didn't do sufficient research, so it was very boring ride. So,
what are we looking at, Matty?
My gosh! On the screen, yeah, exactly. So this is the front sprocket that attaches to basically the gearbox inside the motorbike, and you'll note on the left-hand side from the third from the top, tooth is actually completely broken off. The next one is half sheared off. The next one is okay, and then the next one is also broken off. So this is why I needed new sprockets and a new chain. And of course, you can't just change one sprocket or just
correct. You
one
got to go
sprocket
the
and a
whole
chain.
thing. Yeah.
You have to get the entire set because everything's worn together basically. So so this is why it needed changing.
Jeez. And was this broken already? Do you reckon when you purchased it, or?
Oh, 100%, 100%. This is where. So this sprocket has been is original equipment, and it came with the bike 28,000 k's ago. So I suppose it's not surprising that it needed to be changed. It just sucks that it's actually this bad. I wasn't aware that it was going to suck this many dicks. But that's okay.
I just thought you were fanging it too hard to Dalat. So.
No, there's no way. This has been like this for a long time.
You broke it in Dalat, but no. But at least the good thing with those sprockets is that as long as you've got the other teeth to grip onto, you're still sort of okay.
Yeah, and so I'm also getting this sprocket that you just showed is a 15 tooth sprocket, and the one that I'm putting on there is a 14 tooth sprocket, which means that. It should be like a lot nicer to ride the bike. It'll rev higher at the expense of top speed, which is obviously not really consideration in Vietnam. Correct. So
you want that nice launch.
Yeah. Not that I launched that hard, but it should just be like easier to ride, basically.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice. But it's not cheap, guys. Maddie just put a scooter on his bike, basically.
yeah. In terms of two sprockets and a chain, cost the same as an entire second-hand scooter.
Yeah.
My Honda Wave is I think $7 million, and this was $6 million.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But hey, that's the price. That's the price you have to pay when you live with nice stuff.
Ducati.
There's a Ducati. It's anything Italian. Ducati.
Sean, you got a joke for us or what?
Yes. I'll give it a try. It's not. I don't know.
Here we go.
I'm gonna have to do some research. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, ready and waiting.
Okay.
Oh wait. Hold on. Petey said he's home in a minute and he wants to hear the joke.
Oh shit!
So
I should look for another one.
You're gonna have an even bigger audience, mate.
So replay it in your head. We're gonna cut to a quick break and then we'll come back and then we'll end off with Sean with his joke.
It's beginning to look a lot like last Christmas. Simply having the most wonderful time. Let it snow, chestnuts roasting, jingle all the way. Santa baby, it's cold outside. Step into Christmas, all I want for Christmas is you. Feed the world. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Oh, holy night, baby, please come home. Silent night, God bless you, merry gentlemen. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Up on the housetop, do you hear what I hear? Where are you, Christmas? Silver bells, Feliz Navidad. On the first day of Christmas, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Frosty the snowman, ra-ba-bum-bum. The best time of the year. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Yeah.
I
Here
love
he
that.
is,
All I
okay.
want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. It makes me laugh every single time.
Great way to end it.
Okay.
All right, Sean, where are you at?
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Already.
Petey, are you ready?
Wait, hold on. Can you hear it? Petey, are you ready?
I like Petey's hat. I like Petey's helmet. I like how it just stayed on his head. Shell came up.
Wait, don't
And he
say
stayed
it.
on.
Oh, damn it. The driver saw it.
All right, Sean, let's do this. Petey can hear.
Are we good? Is
Petey
everyone
can hear
ready?
us. Go,
Petey,
go, go,
He
go.
can hear.
are you ready? Okay.
Wait, can
What?
he hear? Can he hear? Petey,
Can
give
you
us a
hear?
signal.
Petey, you hear?
I don't see his earbuds. Petey,
Okay,
back on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Can you hear us
yeah.
now? I can hear. All right.
Okay.
Who's
Are we
telling
ready?
you?
Me. I
Sean.
got me. Oh fuck. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay. What is the difference? Okay. What is the difference between Tiger Woods and Santa Claus?
What?
Santa Claus stops after 3 hoes.
I heard you said you feel lonely. Nothing is right.